I cannot imagine a world without potatoes. Potatoes makes world so much better. You don't trust me? Go to the state of Idaho and you will learn that they produce potatoes worth more than $1 billion every day. However, I'm not going to talk about potatoes or Idaho as a state. I am only going to talk about University of Idaho. Founded in 1889, University of Idaho is one of the Carnegie classified R1 research university. Now, why am I emphasizing on this? Because there are only 187 of its kind in US, which makes University of Idaho a top 4% of the research universities in the entire United States. And when it comes to the state of Idaho, it's not just potatoes that's popular. It's University of Idaho as well, because when it comes to research, it comes to University of Idaho. They call themselves the Vandals, and they have been vandalizing the job market ever since their inception in areas such as agriculture, economic, finance, businesses, engineering, environmental science, and many other aspects of science and technology. What makes Idaho a very good university is the fact that it's neither too big nor too small. It has a student population of something around 13 to 14,000, out of which only 7% are international students. So what that simply means is when you are walking around, out of the 100 people you see, 93 others are Americans. And out of those 7 that you come across, they could be from different countries in the world, making Idaho truly a global university. Talking about global university, University of Idaho has recently opened a course in Japan, which makes it a lot more affordable, gives cross-cultural understanding of different subject matters, and then you can continue your education after the first year in Japan itself. This is just a pilot project, but then the numbers could increase in the years to come. When I think of University of Idaho, I think of hundreds of students that I've sent to University of Idaho and who have achieved big things in life. I've had students who have gone for agriculture and currently pursuing a PhD at MIT. I've had students who have gone for fashion designing and are in New York stitching their dreams together. And then there are engineers who are not just building bridges but building futures through sustainability and development, which happens to be the core value of University of Idaho. University of Idaho is one of those universities that believes in learning by doing, which is why students are involved in field work, they're involved in internships, and they have co-op opportunities as well. Let me elaborate a little bit on co-op opportunities. Co-op is a paid internship which is a part of the curriculum, so a student won't graduate if they do not go for the co-op. And when they graduate, they don't just graduate with a degree, a certificate in their hand to show off or to hang on the wall. They actually graduate with more than a year's worth of work experience, which is going to put them head and shoulders above other competitors, other applicants in the job market. That is why University of Idaho proudly has students who have landed jobs all across America. And that is why University of Idaho is an R1 institute, because they solely believe in research, amounting in millions of dollars given in research funding. Also believes in affordable education, which is why they have millions of dollars given in scholarships, and every single student with a GPA of 3.0 and above gets eligible for certain amount of scholarships. And this is only for the undergraduate level. If you are talking about the graduate level students as well, University of Idaho offers research assistantships, teaching assistantships, and graduate assistantships to students at master's and PhD level. Certain colleges at University of Idaho are considered in top 10 globally. For example, the Natural Resource College, which includes courses like agriculture. And the agriculture program at University of Idaho is so top-notch that it's very, very competitive to get in. That's because when you get out of that college with that degree, it's not difficult to get into any job market. That's why it's so challenging just to get into that particular program. Moving on to thinking about the future, University of Idaho has designed courses that are not just thinking about the current scenario, but for future as well. For example, they have a specialization in computational biology under computer science. Generally, we don't think about it, we don't talk about it, but these are the programs that are going to shape the future, because future is going to be a lot more demanding and it's going to demand technology in abundance along with natural sciences as well. There is a program in biological engineering. So what they are doing is they are blending biology with engineering, because technology is at the forefront of anything and everything that is happening today and will happen in the future. And University of Idaho is just trying to make sure that its students don't miss out. If you have stayed with me as of now, you must be wondering, okay, it's a very good university, so it has to be very expensive as well. Well, it's not. Is there value for money? Well, don't listen to me. US News national ranking states that University of Idaho is ranked in top 10 as most valued university. It's ranked in top 100 as the top public school in the United States. And it's also ranked as 161 as best undergraduate university. Don't think that I'm only focusing on undergrad. Talking about graduate studies, it's considered 141st in law, 76th specifically in environmental law for the graduate program, 65 for best educational school, 83rd in earth science, 100 in biological science, 136 in physics, 46 in rehabilitation counseling, 161 in chemistry, and 133 in computer science. And all this in a student to faculty ratio of 18:1. That's the average though. But then if you are going for something very specific, don't be surprised if you are in a class with just two of your friends and your professor. That's how learning happens at University of Idaho. Where is it located? It's in Moscow, Idaho. It's in Idaho Falls, Idaho, and in Boise, Idaho. The main campus happens to be in Moscow, Idaho. If you want to be knowing more about any other universities, feel free to reach out to us and I'll make sure I make a detailed video of that particular university. If you want to learn anything specific about any particular program in the university, feel free. So this is Jeevan Gimire from BNG Education. No glitters, no filters, just genuine consulting.